called and welcome to Pandora. In 2017, when Pandora, the world of Avatar, opened at Walt Disney World's Animal Kingdom Resort, it not only gave fans a chance to step foot on Pandora for the first time, but it also continued the story of the universe. Today I'm going to take a look at that story and see how it could relate to Avatar 2. We start our story a century after the events of the film, in a period where the planet is still healing from the unethical mining by the RDA. During this time, a new organisation has been created, called the Alpha Centauri Expeditions. Founded by Marshall Lamb, it played an instrumental role in the creation of a strong Na'vi-human partnership that allowed Ace to start providing travel from Earth to Pandora. Key to this partnership was the signing of the Mo'ara Cooperation Pact by both Ace and leaders of the Omatakayan clan. This pact allowed Ace to operate in the valley of Mo'ara, in which the clan made their home. Due to the air within the valley being similar to that of Earth, human visitors do not need to use X-Packs to breathe. As such, several small businesses have been set up by Ace in the valley to help encourage tourism. These include the Satuli Canteen and Wind Traders, both of which were once used by the RDA as a mess hall and base respectively. A small drinking spot called Pongu Pongu also operates from the base, run by an ex-RDA human that welcomes both humans and Na'vi alike. By this point, most of the former base has become overrun by the forest, and little remains of the once bloody conflict save for the main bridge into the Ace base camp. Many humans choose to live in the valley at this point in time, becoming human X-Packs and choosing to live in peaceful coexistence with the local Na'vi. As so, Ace has helped to install paths, lighting and other facilities into the valley. While adding infrastructure to the valley, they've also partnered with the Pandora Conservation Initiative, a habitat conservation group that studies and helps to protect the natural world of Pandora. Consisting of xenobiologists, science and conservationists, their main goal is the restoration and improvement of Pandora's ecology after the damage inflicted on it in the past. They also provide scientific outreach to humans on and off planet through the studying of the planet's wildlife via the use of modified mobility platforms known as Pandora utility suits. One branch of the PCI has taken over the Avatar program in these years, led by Jacqueline Ogden, the foremost expert on banshees. Through several groundbreaking advances in research and technology, several human visitors can now be linked to a single avatar without the use of a link unit. Through the use of a link chair, visitors to the planet can now remotely ride ikrans through avatars by having them matched to an avatar through the collection of genetic material. This helps in the study of the ikran, which at this point is seen as a keystone species of the planet's recovery. Through this program, visitors are able to experience the Igni Maya, a rite of passage for all Na'vi, and see an aerial view of the planet with the help of Valki, a guide from the Kekunan clan, specifically chosen by Dr. Ogden for being the clan's most deadliest aerialist. While humans have settled in most of the valley, a large number of the Omatakayan clan live in the mountains at the centre of this region, around an area called Swatuwaya. This area has a strong connection to the rest of the valley, and is where the Na'vi built instruments that directly connected to the Pandora's root systems. Through this, they are able to access a living memory of song, used in celebration and storytelling to bring them closer to Awa. The valley is also the site of the sacred Casper Van River, in which visitors can take a canoe trip through the valley's dense rainforest and meet the Shaman of Song, a revered Na'vi shaman who has a deep connection with Pandora's life force. Human visitors to the valley are encouraged to help in the healing process of the planet, and ultimately work for a better future for both Na'vi and human alike. The world of Avatar took storytelling in theme parks to a whole new level, and integrated the source material of Avatar into the park in a way that only enhanced its universe. But will we see any of this in the upcoming sequels? It's been stated that Avatar 2 will take place around a decade after the first film. While that still leaves many years between the film and the events of the park, we can still see the consequences of actions in the sequels by humans affecting the planet decades later, which could be represented in the restoration efforts of Pandora in the park. While I don't think any characters will carry over between the two, I could see the later sequels start to introduce the conservation plotline and the formation of Ace. It all depends on whether the storyline from the park will be recognised as canon in the universe. I think it will, as an upcoming book, The World of Avatar: A Visual Exploration, seems to include lore elements from the park in its pages, based on previews we've seen. Ultimately, the park is part of the universe, and brings another form of storytelling to this expansive universe. But what do you think? Have you visited the park? Do you think the elements from it will appear in the sequels? I'd love to hear your comments below. But until then, hej alvaj, giavame!